try to spread it some more. He was a missionary, but he was receiving word that back in Corinthians, things were happening that weren't really supposed to be happening. They were messing some things up. They were confusing some things. So basically, Corinthians is like a letter to the people, basically how to improve, what to do versus what not to do. We have all power through him. And the thing about it was, there was a lot of people who weren't at the same level in their walk with God in the Corinth. So basically, you had some people who were still doing idol worship. That's like, to put it in today's terms, like smoking weed or like going out and partying, and then, still being in the church. But the craziest part about it is those people who were further in their walk with God, who were still doing those things. So the people who were new, we call them, infants in Christianity, they were looking at those people as if this was cool to do.
And fall short means to lack or be deficient. And when we're lacking or deficient from something, that means we're missing something. And what we're missing is salvation. So when Jesus died on that cross, he gave us the free gift of salvation. Therefore, when we all fall short of the glory of God, that means we all need salvation. And in Isaiah 59:2, the key sentence that stuck out to me was, "But your iniquities have separated you from your God." And the key word for me that stuck out there was iniquity, and it refers to wickedness, guilt, and or moral perversion. We don't got time to be playing with God, because God, he's coming back, and he's coming back on a fast time. We are in the last days, as the Bible says, right? So when we're in the last days, things are starting to happen. As you see Donald Trump, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's being a fool as a president. And God he's trying to warn us. He's trying to warn the young. So when the adults are starting to act a fool, because I remember what my teacher said this morning, she said, when the adults act a fool, God pulls the young. And when God pulls the young, the adults start to, they get a shift in their reality and be like, oh, God is really coming back. And so therefore, when we lie, steal, cheat, hate, or we have pride or envy or greed or lust or gossip against somebody, and or we're disobedient to God, we're playing with his emotions, and God doesn't like that. Don't play with God. I remember what my teacher said. She said, don't play with God. And when we play with God, it causes a lot of things. Now, I have a personal testimony, because I may be up here doing this, but trust, it took a lot. Yeah. And this is, when I was, Pastor Shai, when I was, a couple weeks ago, I had suicidal thoughts. I was planning to do some very non-unholy things. I was planning to shoot somebody. I was just in a terrible, terrible spot. But if you see me today, God has healed me. He has saved me. And I'm speaking here to all of you. And honestly, if it wasn't for God, I would not be in the same headspace I am today.
What if I told you that because you can't handle it, he handled it?
My God.
What if I told you that? For the sake of you, he allowed nails to be put in his hand. For the sake of you, he allowed nails to be put in his ankles. See, people say his feet. It wasn't his feet, it was his ankles. Are you following it? He allowed thorns to be put on his head for you. Are you following that? Mm-hmm. So someone was willing to suffer so you can live.
My God.
Are you following that?
Mm-hmm.
Christ suffered so that way you could live. With the thing you want me to give up for the next 3 days. Knowing I gotta give up what's supposed to be mine. Are you following that? And so now I'm journeying to the place that I have to give up what's mine.
Simon says touch your head, touch your shoulders. Simon says touch your feet. Simon says touch your knees, touch your feet, touch your head, touch your shoulders. Simon says touch your knees. Simon says touch your toes. Simon says touch your knees. Simon says touch your head. Pop the room. Simon says touch your knees. Touch your feet. That's good. Y'all stay. Simon says touch your shoulders. Simon says touch your feet. Simon says touch your knees. Simon says touch your head. Touch your shoulders. Touch your feet. Okay. Alright. Simon says touch your feet. Simon says touch your feet. Simon says touch your head. Simon says touch your head. Simon says touch your shoulders. Simon says touch your feet. Simon says touch your head. Simon says touch your feet. Simon says touch your head. Simon says touch your feet. Feet. Simon says touch your feet. Yeah, I was about to say you good. Simon says touch your head. Pop balloon. I almost got Jade back there. I almost got Jade. Simon says touch your knees. Simon says touch your feet. Simon says touch your shoulders. Simon says touch your head. Simon says pop a balloon. Oh! Y'all all is very